All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our beautiful Thursday night, the 24th of October. I cannot believe we are almost at the end of the month. It is super, super crazy. Before we get any further, I would love to know who has invited you on tonight and what are you hoping to get out of it and where are you joining from? If you're like me, I'm jumping on the comfort of my home out of my office here. But I know we've got people from up and down the country, so I'd love to match you up with your consultant at the end of this. We're going to go for about an hour, hopefully an hour and a bit, and we're going to get through 4 dishes this evening, all cooked in our Thermomixes. We've got a really beautiful range of consultants that are on tonight presenting. My intention tonight is to show you how incredible our Thermomix is as a product to have in your household, but also the incredible job opportunity that we have as consultants working for such an incredible country. Company. Sorry, excuse me if I go a little bit off tonight. I am 27 weeks pregnant, so baby brain and all the things. So before we get started, a little bit about me. My name's Tamara and I am the senior team leader based up in South Auckland. So I am covering currently East Auckland all the way down to Taupo, and my role preliminary is building team leaders up and down the country, but also running teams and running cooking classes and events. So my background is as a chef, and I joined Thermomix about 3 years ago to earn my Thermomix. I found so much joy and flexibility in the business that I've since left my full-time career of chefing to do this full-time, and it's so flexible that I can even start a family, which is very exciting. So what I'll have up on the screen in just a moment is our information, and I'll talk into that as we go through. And then we'll get to a point where I'll stop talking and I'll bring the girls on and they'll start cooking with you so you can kind of see the possibilities of the Thermomix and how it can help you. Or maybe you can think of someone that you know that it would really benefit as we go through as well. This is super interactive. If you've got any questions as we go, please chuck them through and we will try our best to answer them. So without further ado, so you've heard a little bit about my story and what the business has been able to do for me. So I have stayed on because of the flexibility of the business. I really loved that I didn't have to stand on my feet for 18 hours a day anymore in a hot kitchen, especially during COVID times, just the inconsistency of business in the chefing industry. 1 week you're super busy, 1 week you've got cancellations. It's just really up and down. So I love being able to be my own boss, but also work with really incredible people and have incredible opportunities too. So I'm about to play a video to introduce you to our mother-daughter duo, Grace and Bianca Mazur, that introduced the Thermomix business to Australia while they were on a family trip in Poland. And not only are they incredibly amazing to work for, they are some of the most generous people that I've ever met and very approachable. I don't know if you can ever just sit next to your boss on a bus and have a yarn, the CEO of your boss's company. But Grace is absolutely amazing in that. And so these vacuum cleaners that you can see Bianca demonstrating are our range of Kobold vacuum cleaners. Now, as consultants, we get to earn loads and loads of incentives and perks. And so being able to get the things before anyone else gets to is just amazing. So if you're interested in a new vacuum cleaner, have a look on our Mix Shop website that we can drop in the chat box at some point. But I'll play that video now just so you can get a bit of a gist of Thermomix, where it's been and where it's come from and where it's going. So stand by.
Meet Grace, mum, grandmother, friend, neighbour and home cook. In 2000, she added another string to her bow. She became Australia's first Thermomix consultant. Consultants live to share their love of Thermomix. Every consultant has a story, and this is Grace's. On a family trip to Poland, she saw the possibilities of the Thermomix firsthand.
Straight away, I saw how Thermomix could inspire people to create delicious food while spending less time in the kitchen and more time on the things that matter. Our mission is to make a difference in people's lives by helping them to easily create healthy, delicious meals every day and enjoy it. And now, with the smart connected TM6, it's all at the touch of a button.
The manufacture of Vorwerk, whilst global, is a family business at heart, just like our family business here in Australia and New Zealand.
Growing up, Thermomix was a big part of our family. As a teenager, it got me in the kitchen creating new things and ignited my passion for food. Now as a dietitian and a mum, I get to pass on my knowledge of health and nutrition and my passion for cooking with my children and the whole Thermomix community.
Today, new consultant will show you how Thermomix can help you to easily create delicious food smarter and faster. If you are curious about becoming Thermomix consultant, the next step is as simple as having a chat with your consultant today.
Now it's time for your consultant to show you what you can create with your smart connected Thermomix. Thank you for coming to today's cooking experience and sharing in our love for Thermomix. We hope you enjoy.
Beautiful. So, as you can see, the Thermomix has a load of different functions and modes, but it also helps people in a lot of different ways, whether that's trying to help them save time, cook more exciting meals, or save money in their groceries, or even cook towards special dietaries and allergies. So whatever reason a Thermomix might help you, we hope through the demonstration tonight we can find something that resonates with you. All right, so for those that have jumped on tonight that don't currently own a Thermomix, I would love to know when it comes to food and cooking, what is the most important thing to you? Now, is it because you wanting to save time? Are you quite cautious of what goes into your body and into your family's body? Are you cooking towards a budget? Are you trying to save money to buy a house in some sort of situation? Are you wanting food to taste really amazing restaurant quality? What is it about cooking that is the most important to you? Chuck it in the chat box if you can, because we can really tailor your Thermomix experience depending on your needs. So if you've got any questions or any suggestions on what is the most important thing to you, or how much time you ideally want to spend in the kitchen, if you're the main cook and you're sick of being the main cook, or if you want to try and inspire hubby to do some of the cooking as well, chuck all of those things in the chat box, and I hope that we'll be able to get to them tonight to answer those for you as well. My reason for having a Thermomix as an owner versus just having it as a business was coming home from really hard days of work, and all I've done was cook. So I didn't want to cook anymore. I wanted it to cook itself essentially, or get hubby to do some of the cooking. So the fact that I can just put ingredients into my Thermomix, have a shower, and come back and I've got a beautiful meal presented has really changed my life. But also having the opportunity to not be the one that is doing all the cooking every night has been a real blessing as well. So for those that aren't sure on the price of a Thermomix, it is $2,699 and comes with everything you see in this picture, including your consultant. And so the role of our consultants are to be almost your best friend. We will come round and set up your machine and give you all of the ins and outs and the tips and tricks to get you fully set up with your investment and make sure you're getting the most out of it and using it not just for making cocktails and not just for making smoothies. We want you to be using it about 2 or 3 times a day if you can. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all the sauces and bits in between as well. We do have a current gift with purchase, which I'll show you what that is too. So not only do you get an incredible value with your machine and your consultant, you also get some goodies at the moment. So if you're buying a Thermomix between now and the 4th of November, not only do you get your incredible machine, you'll be getting an extra bulb laden lid here, which coming into Christmas is just such a godsend. And you will also be getting a $200 Woolworths gift card. So putting that towards your Christmas shop or even your first grocery bill with your Thermomix, while you're saving money using your Thermomix, you'll be able to save some money on the groceries too. So it's just a win-win. So we'll go through the different ways that you can get a Thermomix on your bench, but I'd really love to inspire someone to try and earn theirs for free. That's how I joined on our Earn program, because I didn't have a spare $2,699 in my bank account. So we'll go through those options a bit later. So the Thermomix is an incredible appliance that is Wi-Fi connected, and the benefit of that being that it continuously upgrades with age. You can see on this picture here that it replaces over 22 different appliances, and it keeps upgrading and adding more accessories and functions as it goes. So one of my favorite functions would be the built-in scales, which you will see throughout the demonstrations from the girls today. But if there's something you don't quite see us show off, or if there's something that intrigues you, I really ask that you get in touch with your consultant and book in another demo with them so you can see that function, whether it's at your delivery unboxing demo with your brand new machine or at another learning demo. So yeah, we'll see how many we can cover tonight, and we'll maybe ask a quiz at the end. So I'm going to stop sharing here because that's probably enough from me, and I'm going to cross over to our first consultant who's going to be making some beautiful basic bread rolls. So Kim Fursey, I'm going to bring you on, hun, and you can tell us a little bit about you.
Hi everyone, my name's Kim and I'm from Hamilton, Waikato. I've been with Thermomix for nearly 10 years, and yeah, I started when my son was just a baby. I had left my job and wanted to get into Thermomix. I also had a chefing background, so saw the possibilities of how it could save people time, and I knew how precious time was with a newborn. So it's been really helpful as my children have come into the world. I'll just quickly show you. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is the home screen. So we've got our time, temperature, and speed. It's just a touch screen. So you can set your own time, your own temperature, and then your speed with milling. If you swipe to the left, we have the online recipe community where, Cookie Do, where we find all our recipes for guided cooking, and then we have our modes on this side. So today I've saved my recipe, which is a guided recipe in my week.
So what is my week, Kim? What would that be referring to on the machine?
So you can save recipes to a particular day that you want to cook them.
Yeah, awesome. So like a meal planner.
Yeah, sorry. I just had a baby, so I've got mum.
It's okay.
So yeah, sorry, there's a meal planner there, which is really cool. Because then you can work out for the week what you want. And I just find whenever you find a recipe, just plonk it in where you want to put it, or you can make an album with it. So you can scroll down and see all the ingredients and the steps, and all the nutritional value. I'm just going to press start cooking, and there's 26 steps, and it's going to tell me exactly what to put in and when to put it in. So I've got my grains. We're going to be making wholemeal buns. So 100 grams, and I'm going to mill those down. For 1 minute. Oh, yeah, 1 minute.
Awesome. So that's going to mute Kim while while her machine is blending, because that's just a feature on Zoom. But I'd love for you to pop in the chat box if you could mill anything to save you a trip to the supermarket. What would that be? Chuck it in the chat box. I can think of about 10 things, but I want to see how many things you guys would want to try. Great. Rice to make rice flour, Joe. Yep, that's one I was thinking of.
Right.
Yeah, almonds to make almond meal would be great. What about icing sugar or even coffee beans? Has anyone done coffee beans in their Thermomix or thought about buying coffee beans instead? That looks awesome.
Sorry, I'm not very good with cameras. That's the grains.
Yeah.
So chili seeds just to pour it into another bowl, but I'm just going to put my extra bowl on to save me a bit of time.
I love that. What else do you love about having a second bowl there?
So I like, for example, buy things like nuts, almonds. I wouldn't buy almond meal. So, and a lot of the time I always just forget to mill those down before I start a recipe. And I'll get through a recipe and oops, I need my almonds milled. So I can just on and off the bowls.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah, it's just a little bit quicker going in between. And I think too, it's like quite good just to give them have two going, like it doesn't wear them out so much maybe. And then 2 teaspoons of yeast. So when you do it, just make sure you put it around the water, not just straight on top of the blade. And it's just going to heat for 2 minutes. So it sets the temperature all for me. So 2 minutes, 37, just to activate it, and speed 1.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Kim. So, Kim, from being a chef background as well and making bread previously without a Thermomix, what are you finding are the main differences?
I just feel like with the guided recipes, they're triple tested, so you can really guarantee that they'll work every time. And you just with having the scales everything built in, it's just one appliance that you're using, so they're getting the scales out, and then using lots of equipment just to make one thing really.
Love that. And is there any other doughs or breads that you do make in your Thermomix?
Yes, brioche is really nice, tasty treat. Gluten-free for when friends are gluten-free. We can mill our own grains down, other grains as well to make gluten-free breads.
Yeah.
What else do we do? Bit more fancier things at Christmas with flattered and chocolate. Can't think, sorry.
It's okay.
Starting.
That's okay. I've got a few consultants on here at the moment watching us too, so they can maybe check it in the chat box what they are using the dough function for in their Thermomix as well. I love doing a focaccia dough.
Yes.
Yeah, just it's so simple. And I love that it needs, which we're going to see in a second, it's going to need the dough for us as well. But just not having to have flour all over the bench and stand there working your butt off just for this loaf of bread. The machine does all of that hard work for you. It's just incredible. And it's so consistent because, like you say, they're triple tested recipes.
Definitely. So 5 seconds.
So we've got pizza bases in here. Yep, great. Brioche buns. Even bagels and muffins, like they are so expensive, and naan bread and stuff from the supermarket. So being able to make that stuff yourself is just incredible.
Yeah, naan bread, I forgot about that. Oh, honestly, once you have your Thermomix, you'll be making so many things you wouldn't. I always say if you can think it, you can do it in the Thermomix.
If you can think it, you can Thermomix it almost.
Yeah, that's right. So just put some olive oil in, 20 grams, and now 400 grams of the baker's flour.
And you can just see how precise those scales are. So they're to the 1 gram measurement as well. So it's really fail-proof, I find. Anyone can use a Thermomix, even little kiddies.
Yeah, and a teaspoon of salt. I thought I actually was going to have a helper tonight, but he decided he's going to go somewhere else. So what happens is I'm just going to mix this up for 6 seconds, and then we're going to, I'll use my dirty lid, and then we're going to knead it.
Awesome.
So just skip, and it's just 2 minutes of kneading now. And I'm going to, once it's finished, I'm just going to wrap it in my bread mat. Silicone mat. You can get it as a host roller, or you can buy them from the mix shop. And they're nice to work with on the bench. Tamara says she doesn't like getting flour everywhere. If you don't like having a messy bench, this is a great thing to have. To keep your bench nice and clean too.
Absolutely. All right, Kim, we'll come back to you in a minute and a half. I'll just shoot over to Anna and see what she's going to make for us. Hello, gorgeous girl.
Hi. So, my name is Anna. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. My Thermomix has just turned itself off, so I've just turned it back on again. I am based in East Auckland and I am currently a consultant. And under Tamara's lovely guidance, I am working currently towards being a team leader here in East Auckland. So, I bought my Thermomix about this time last year
Mhm.
and then joined the team early in the year because I became a raving fan. We got it for health benefits and it has been a game changer in our family. So tonight I am helping make the mushroom risotto, which, as I said to Tamara, is a fave for my husband. Um, I'm not a big risotto fan, but he absolutely loves this one. So he's incredibly excited that I am making this one tonight. So yeah, let's jump on into it. So I have already saved this one. So it is in one of my saved collections. I don't know how well you can see my screen, sorry, because of the
Oh, don't stress
light.
about it. Don't stress them.
Um, but in my saved collections, I've got a whole lot of lovely saved collections, and I have got my mushroom risotto ready to go. Um, I'll push that back since you can't really see the screen anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chuck in some parmesan. So like how Kim milled that beautiful buckwheat for her bread, we have pre-measured that and we're going to pre-grate all the parmesan for us. So this is obviously going to be quite loud, but it's only 10 seconds.
Perfect. And if anyone's had a look at the supermarket, the price of shaved Parmesan or whole Parmesan, it is so much cheaper to buy it as a whole product and shave it yourself, or blend it for 10 seconds in your Thermomix, and you're about to see what that looks like as well. All right, what have you made, Anna? Oh my gosh, that is like powdered glory there. How good.
Yeah, so beauty of that is you can buy that from the supermarket, but it has got that anti-caking agents in it. So I've just saved myself some health benefits by making it myself, and also saved myself some money as well because buying the block of cheese is about $4 roughly cheaper. Um, and I get a good 3 meals of mushroom risotto out of it.
I love that. And you can freeze it as well. Like if you don't think you're going to use it all, just chuck it in the freezer.
So I've quickly cleaned and dried that one
Mhm.
from the magic of being ready for a demo. This next bit is 30 grams of either brown onion or echalot. I'm using brown onion tonight because that's what I had. And I'm popping that in, and that was just in halves. And now it's going to chop it for me.
So Anna, tell me, do you like cutting onions as a rule? Oh, she can't hear me. Anna, do you like cutting onions?
No, I hate cutting onions. I am great at crying when I cut onions.
Yeah,
One of my fave parts of the mix.
I love that. So no more tears with your Thermomix, yeah?
I'm no longer got like hubby no longer comes into mascara running down my face.
Oh, I love that for you. So that was so quick as well to chop that up.
So quick. Yeah. Next thing I'm going to get is I'm actually just going to quickly go to my fridge.
Mhm.
I have pre-put some butter. I am dairy free. So mine is actually dairy free butter. And it works just as lovely as real butter.
Mhm.
And another upside to my health benefits is I can sub so many things out to make it dairy free for myself and know that I'm still eating good quality stuff. Something I prepared earlier, this little I've used the little yogurt jars that we have on our mix shop just to pre-weigh out my oil.
They're
Full
great.
disclosure, I do not pre-weigh all these things out when I'm not doing chemo. But the little jars are quite handy as more than just a yogurt jar. So it's 40 grams of oil. And now I'm going to pop on the simmering basket. ready to go. They've disappeared. Where did it go? Simmering basket straight on top. And instead of me standing at the stove frying off my onion and garlic, and well, in this case, just my onion, I have just popped it all in, and normally I would just walk away. I've got 3 minutes.
I love that. And so no longer having to have a clean up in your backsplash either. It's all contained in the one machine as well.
Yeah.
And how come you've put that simmering basket on top as well, Sweets?
Sorry, say that again.
What's the simmering basket function on the top for?
So that is just to mainly make it safe. Oh, bright light flashing in my face. I have, so that is just purely to, oh, that's not very good either. I'll play with that in a second. That is purely to funnel the steam through, so that it is that safety function. So because it is getting hot now, and the red part here has now gone red to show that it is heating up, the bowl is now hot. It's not enough that it's going to burn me. So if my young kids come along and touch the bowl, they're not going to burn their hands like they would with a fry pan or a pot. But it's just keeping that steam nice and safe as it comes out my machine.
I love that. All right, we'll jump back to you in a second, Anna. We'll go see how Kim's getting on with her bread.
Thank you.
Hello, Kim. I'll just find your other camera as well. Dun, 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 dun. There she is. Okay, here we go. What have you got there?
Oh, I've wrapped it up. Oh, sorry, I moved the. Yeah, I don't really know which way we're doing, but I've this is the dough. I've taken it out. I've wrapped it up, and I'm just going to leave it for only about half an hour, but to doubles. And then the nice thing about these ones is, so normally you'd prove dough twice. So you'd prove it once, and then you'd roll it into your balls, and then you'd prove it, let it rise again. But when I roll it into the balls, I'm going to actually just put it straight into the cold oven.
Okay.
And that's going to rise them.
Did you want to roll that now and just show us how to shape that into a?
Yeah.
Because it's quite a versatile dough, this one. So you don't just have to use it for its intention of a basic bread roll. You could change it into some other things, hey?
So if you grab a little bit, God, I don't know which one to do.
The one
if it's sticky, you can just use a bit of flat with a bit of water on your fingers. I'll just use this one. And so I sort of flatten it a little bit and then pull it under.
Look at that technique, guys.
I don't know if you can see. And then I'll put it on the bench.
Yeah.
Gosh, that way.
That's it. Yeah.
And then you just sort of make a little cage around it, I guess, and you roll it in your hand, roll it around. So it's nice and smooth.
And so that sort of size that you've got there, is that good for, like, what would you use that for?
Oh, maybe like a dinner roll.
Oh, yeah.
But what I normally do with my rolls, with my dough actually, is I'll just like weigh it, and then I'll just weigh each one so they're all the same size, the dough. And then roll them into balls.
Nice. Thanks, Kim. All right, so you're just going to roll those all out and then chuck them into a cold oven, yeah?
Yeah.
Easy. Thanks, hun. I'll come back over to Anna and we can see how her onions are going. I know she's been stressing over there trying to make sure those onions are perfect. How are we going, Chick?
We are beautifully sauteed. Hang on. There's a little bit of oil in there, so hang on. Just dip that. So beautifully sauteed onion and garlic, ready to go. Oh, no, garlic. Why do I keep saying garlic? At the end of the day. Onion and oil, ready to go. All done. And so now I get to move on. So now I've got the lovely risotto rice. Normally, if anyone has made a risotto without a Thermomix before, I'd love to know how long you stood standing over stove, making sure that your rice was not going to burn.
Great question.
Because that is possibly one of the biggest game changers for some of my customers already for risotto. So I have gone and put the splash guard over the top, again keeping it nice and safe. because we are now going to toast that rice to make sure it's nice and ready to go. Again, 3 minutes. I don't have to stand over the stove, constantly moving the rice, making sure it's not going to burn. Yeah.
Man, that recipe's got you working hard, Anna. I might have to give you a sweat cloth when you come back. We're going to cross over to Tina and see what she's up to. See you soon. Hello, Tina. You're just on mute, huh?
Hi everyone, my name's Tina Hunter. I'm based in Ararimu, rural South Auckland. I've been a consultant for almost 6 months now. I joined Thermomix to learn more about making the most of my investment. I bought a Thermomix because I wanted maybe a bit more excitement in the kitchen, and so I really enjoy the guided cooking because I'm not a natural adventurous cook, but with the step-by-step things. I love making soups. I've got arthritic hands, so making the dough, pizza dough, red dough, it sort of just makes so easy, so quick. So what I'm going to show you today is the beetroot salad. So with summer coming up, you know, it's a great thing to make on a Sunday night. So you've got some fresh salad to put in your lunchbox, and you can alter it to what you like in your salads, but really, really quick. So to find the recipe, there's different ways to do it. So might be a bit hard to see on my screen, but those who are familiar with the screen, you've got the home screen. You touch the 3 horizontal lines that brings you up a menu. And so one of the options here, and one of the other consultants talked about My Week, where you plan in advance and you can say, okay, on Sunday I'm going to make beetroot salad. So in this, it's my recipes, and you can actually store. So as a consultant, under my saved collections, I've got our demo book. So I'm going to click on, oops. If you have a demonstration, you can have a creamy coconut one, but I pressed the wrong one, so just back one. And so I'm doing the beetroot salad. Okay, and so as mentioned before, you can scroll down and have a look at the ingredients in it, but I'm just going to start cooking. Okay, 400 grams of raw beetroot. So here is my raw beetroot. Now you'll notice that I've cut it into smaller chunks. So I'm going to remove my measuring cup, but you'll notice that the lid has a hole in it. So when we put things in our bowl, they need to be fit through that hole, so that it makes it more even to chop. So 400 grams of raw beetroot is approximately 2 reasonable sized beetroots. Okay, so I'll go and press the next one. Okay, 100 grams of carrot. So carrot, 100 grams is about 1 carrot. So you notice how I'm just sticking all the ingredients in, and then I go next. Quarter of a red onion. I don't mind onion, so I put in half. So there's a little bit of flexibility in quantities depending on how much you like something. Next again, a green apple. Okay, so Granny Smith is always a nice green apple. And you see how it's fitting nicely in the container. Oops, put that aside. What go next? Now if you start to get some drips on your screen, you just wipe it off. Okay. You can either put in parsley or coriander. I don't like coriander, so I'm putting in parsley. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, that's my lemon juice. Okay. 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Beautiful.
And bit of seasoning to taste. So I've got a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in there. So I've just been through 9 of 14 steps, boom, like that. Okay. Safety features. If I was to try and make it go next and cook it, do it, turn it around. Oh, we've got the lid in there. Sorry about that. I didn't quite get my measuring cup in there. So I'm going to scrape down the sides. So with those, it's going to need a bit more mixing. So I'm scraping down. This is our wonderful spatula that's part of what you purchase. Okay, put the measuring cup in this time. Next. And now, some of the consultants may have noticed that it's a bit chunky at the moment because I didn't turn the thing all the way around. Put it back in. Just going to go back, and I want to do it for 2 more seconds. So you see with the timer, you've got to move it all the way around in order for it to chop as fast as it needs to. So there you've got finely diced. Now that's you could have it finer if you wanted. You just put it on for 2 more seconds. So I'm going to pop that into a bowl. Have some for dinner tonight, and the rest for my lunch for the rest of the week. So thank you, and I hope you sort of might enjoy doing your own beetroot salad.
Thank you so much, Tina. You shared so much gold in that short little segment of making your salad, and I love how you were just able to chuck it all in and you made it your own. You know, you can really just go wild with the recipes. You don't have to follow it to a T. But
no, and you can be flexible with the quantity, you know, like if you don't like green apples, you can put in a red one, or you can leave it out. You can put some celery in.
Yeah.
You can put some nuts in if you want.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, very personalized. And so I've learned that I like the as well as the adventure, I'm getting the health and I'm getting the savings. So winning all round.
I love that, Tina. Thank you so much. We're going to cross over to Anna and see how her risotto's going. Here we go. Thank you.
So my beautiful rice is toasted. It doesn't look like much. It just looks like white gloop, really. But we're going to start adding to it to actually cook this beautiful stuff. So using those yogurt glass jars again, and I have got some dry white wine pre-measured out, and I did overfill that earlier, so I'm just going to save the rest of that glass for later. We're going to toast that again, popping that in, and it's going back to that beautiful high heat. So using that shield that comes with your Thermomix back to toast that for another 2 minutes, and I'm sitting back with that with the rest of my wine now, T.
I love that. So, you know, you can really just do so much by having that flexibility of not having to stand there and watch your food cook.
100%.
So good. And so you're doing a mushroom risotto, which isn't your favorite, Anna, but is there a risotto flavor on there that you do like?
I don't mind the chicken and leek. I don't mind the mushroom. It's more the actual risotto for me that's not big. I've never been a big rice fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Lorraine put in the chat that she gave up cooking rice completely, but without her Thermomix, because she never got it right.
Yeah.
My family did not eat rice because I wasn't a fan of it and I could never cook it properly. So now I will occasionally eat rice, and everyone else gets rice whenever they want it more, because Hermione does it all for them because she's a wizard in the kitchen and she doesn't stuff it up like I did.
I love that. And so I've noticed a little book behind your Thermomix. What is that?
Yeah. So yeah, there is this lovely mag that is our new mag, which launches next month on the 7th of November.
Mhm.
There is different launch parties up and down the country. If you are in Auckland, Tamara and I will both be at our Auckland launch in Mount Wellington at our head office, where if you book in your tickets, you get a beautiful copy of this magazine included, and some of those lovely meals and recipes will be cooked for you. Tamara, you've tried the front cover recipe? I
So
know.
I've eaten it. I've tried to make it, and I thought it would last 5 hours in the car from Auckland to Hamilton, but it didn't. So I've actually remade it to get my redemption. And so the idea is to make sure your ice cream is frozen when you go and add that meringue blowtorch. Otherwise, it will melt in front of your eyes. So there is a cook the cover competition happening with this magazine team. So if you want to be brave and cook that in front of you, then totally give it a go.
And it's delicious. And I have tried a couple of other recipes from it. There's some delicious cocktail recipes in this. I know you can't have them at the moment, Tamara, but and some really nice like Mexican style like summer plates and salads and dips that are just going to be phenomenal coming into the summer season. Like
100%.
I'm already planning my like Christmas menu for the extended family, almost purely from this magazine.
I love that. And so, yeah, one of the extra perks of being a consultant, we get to get all the things first. So, Anna, what's happening now on your thermi there?
Okay, so I am now just going to scrape the bottom, just double checking that I'm getting all that goodness into my risotto. I wish you guys could smell through Zoom because the smell right now of like that cooked alcohol through the rice is incredible. One of my biggest things that I think has been one of the biggest game changers is my next ingredient, which is my veggie stock paste. And mine looks really dark today. I don't always follow the recipe for my veggie stock paste because I just use whatever vegetables are going a little bit gross in my fridge so that I don't waste any veggies that I've got. And honestly, it has been a game changer. Rather than buying veggie stock, I make it. I whipped this up in about 20 minutes this afternoon, and like that's a decent sized jar of vegetable stock. And that will keep, as a consultant, I go through it a lot faster. But in theory, it'll keep in the fridge for about 6 months to a year because of the amount of salt in it, without the preservatives, though, that are in your store boughts. So that has been awesome. And I'm lowering that food waste that Auckland or New Zealand is terrible for having. Like 60% of our food that's in food waste is still edible. So instead, I'm just turning it into veggie stock and still using it. So it's been awesome. I'm now throwing in my pre-cut mushrooms.
Yep.
And some water. Gonna give it a little mix. And then I'm going to put that simmering basket back on and I'm going to cook it for 13 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we're going to cross over to Toots and see dessert getting made. I know we're being cheeky and saying dessert first before our main is served, but I'm sure you guys will be more than happy to watch this getting made. Okay, Toots, welcome, welcome.
Kia ora, kia ora. My name is Pete Boland. I'm based in South Waikato, Tuparoa, and my Thermomix has just decided to power down, so I'm just powering it up. So I joined Thermomix just shy of 3 months ago, and I joined the Earn program because, hey, if you can get it for free, why not? And it's been a lot of fun since. We're still firing up, folks, so sorry. Yep. we're good to go. So I'm just going into my week, and no, we're not good to go.
It's
Still
okay.
thinking about it. So I've got my Freddy dream stored in my week because today that's what I am cooking. Let's see if I can find out there. Successfully. Yay. Quickie Do is still waking up.
So sometimes we can be even quicker than the Thermomix. So we get really used to the speed of how fast the machine is. So I even find sometimes I'm waiting to get the arms off the bowl so I can do the next step. So you're being very brave. So maybe just talk us through the ingredients you'll be using today, hun, while that's coming up.
Yep, so the ingredients are only 3 ingredients. We've got the raw sugar, so 80 grams of raw sugar, and we have egg white.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that will be fruit. So we've got our fruity drink. We're going to start cooking. So 80 grams of raw sugar. Well done. I didn't tear that. I should have teared that.
That's okay. You've pre-measured it all, so it should be fine. The benefits of the scales means everything is done to the 1 gram increment as well. So if any owners are on here that have used a TM5 or a TM31, they're to the 5 gram increment. So it's one of the better features of the new TM6.
So the next step is we're going to be placing our measuring cup, which has 50 to 100 gram measurements on it. So you can use that to measure 50 or 100 gram measurements. Insert that into our lid and press next. So we're going to turn for 10 seconds. We're turning this to high speed around 9. We'll have a bit of noise for 10 seconds.
Perfect. So what we're doing now is we're milling the icing sugar or the sugar down to icing sugar. So we've used raw sugar in this instance, but you could use something like a coconut sugar that I seen Cassia pop in the chat box just now. You can use stevia if you want to, but obviously don't use the same quantity of sugar to stevia. Wow, that was so quick.
You see the later there. Next step is we're going to insert the butterfly whisk. And the art to this is that you place the butterfly, well, firstly, it's got a speed number 4 on it. So the highest speed or the maximum speed that the butterfly whisk can go for is 4. Mm-hmm. So we're going to place it over above the sharp blades. There's a song, Beyonce song, you might know. It's to the left, to the left. If that doesn't work, go to the other left. And then we're going to insert an egg white.
Beautiful. What are we making here, Toots, with this stage?
We're making a nice meringue.
Oh, wow.
So without the measuring cup this time,
mm-hmm.
We're removing that, and then for a minute, we are going to start cooking our egg white.
Nice. And so that gets cooked up to 63 degrees as well. So that actually pasteurizes the egg white, making it nice and safe for us to be ingesting. If you don't eat eggs as part of your diet or you're eating towards a vegan diet, you can sub out the egg for a banana in this recipe. That will stabilize it. Otherwise, if you've got a tin of chickpeas, the liquid in that is called aquafaba. And so that also resonates a similar texture as an egg white when whipped up. So you can do a vegan fruity dream or just do a sorbet from one of the other recipes that we do have on Cookie Dough as well.
Seconds.
Cool.
So far we've milled and we're now cooking, and next will be whipping.
Love it.
Oh, we're cooking it.
Yeah, and we've used the scales as well. So we're using loads of different functions on this recipe.
So it's now asking me to scrape the egg white off the blades. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yep.
Cool thing about the spatula, it's designed so if you want to place it down on your bench, nothing drips on your bench. Germans have thought of everything. So without the measuring cup, we're going to be placing our lid back on. And for another minute, we're going to be cranking it up to 65 degrees and cooking it a little further.
Beautiful. And so Alice has just popped in the chat box when she was pregnant. She was using yogurt as an alternative to the egg white. So that's a great substance as well. So the more you use your Thermomix, the more you can play with the recipes and find out what you want to do to change them up, because the recipes that we're cooking through on Cookie Dough are just guides. So you can totally create your own, miss ingredients out, add ingredients in, and Lorraine will show us a little bit later. Now, you can even put your own recipes into Thermomix, into Cookie Dough, I should say, as well. So that's what I mean. I don't think there's another appliance on the market that has the capabilities to just keep getting better with age like this one does. And so quick as well. So what frozen fruit are we using for this one today, hun?
I'm going for a tropical base, so I've gone for mango and pineapple with a bit of coconut cream.
Oh, delicious.
Mm.
And are you sharing that tonight, Toots, or are you eating that all yourself?
Yeah, I think I will be sharing that tonight. I might share the goodies. So now it's asking me to remove the butterfly whisk. And now we're adding in 600 to 650 grams of frozen seasonal fruit. So I've stored my frozen fruit in our 2.6 litre serving bowl, which keeps our anything chilled for, I think, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then anything hot for up to 4 hours. So this is also a host reward for those who choose to host the demo.
Love it. It's also part of our business kit as well. So we'll talk a little bit about what you get in that kit as a consultant, but determining on how you want to get all the things. I normally go for all the carrots in life. So I love when something gets dangled in front of me. So the business kit that we do get as consultants is a beautiful pack that has a load of really incredible things in there.
So the next step is showing a little video of what's required, and the video is actually telling me that I can put the spatula down and help guide the fruit around when it's blending and chopping. So if you can see, the blades are likely to be down here, so the spatula will never hit the blade, so you needn't worry about that. So we're going to skip that. I know the video. Lose my glasses. And next, we're going to start blending for a minute. It's a bit of a workout, so if you haven't done your arms today,
just make some ice cream and you can. So you're saying we could potentially stop going to the gym if we get our Thermomix Toots? So just incredible. You can see we're making a fruit-based dessert now, but there's loads of recipes for ice cream, sorbets, granitas, you name it, that's on there on Cookie Dough. So I've popped some links in the chat as we're going through. So all the recipes that we're cooking through today, the link to Cookie Dough and the link to the Auckland launch party is in there so far, but we'll be adding a few more things as we go on. So I might jump over to Anna and see how her risotto is doing quickly. We'll just add you. Here we go. Hello, Anna.
We got 4.5 minutes on our risotto. So while that is going, I have actually pulled out my thermoserver, which is one of my favorite host rewards. But it's also something we get in our business kit as consultants. I love my thermoserver because it keeps things hot and cold for up to 2 hours. And we're going to use it at the end of the recipe to pop the risotto in, because when it first comes out, it's really liquidy. So we pop it into the thermoserver and give it some time to just absorb all the beautiful nutrients and liquid that it's sitting in. And yeah, I love it so much. I've got about 4.
You might say you've got a bit of a problem there, Anna, but I'm assuming you've earned quite a lot of those for free in the business as well. Yeah, so good. All right, Toots, you've blended that all up. Let's have a look what you've got.
So I've done with my 1 minute workout. So next, we are going to present what we've currently got.
That looks delicious.
And then we're going to add the butterfly whisk again. So I'm just going to find the blades. It's a little bit easier to find. Yeah. And reinsert our butterfly whisk.
Cool. And what is adding that going to be able to do for us, hun?
Going to whip this baby up even more. So
Awesome.
insert measuring cup over here. So for a minute.
Wicked.
Four.
All right.
And play on the future period.
While we're doing that, I might just jump back and give you a little bit more information to make the most use of our time. So we've seen a few modes throughout tonight's demo, but like I said earlier, if there's something we haven't quite covered, it's a prime opportunity to reach out to your consultant and say, hey, it says it can sous vide, I need to see it do that. And so that can either be something that you do with your consultant in your unboxing demo, or maybe having it as part as a cooking experience with yourself and two friends. And like the girls have been talking about tonight, we can get you earning all the host rewards. So cookie dough we've been using a lot tonight, and I'll give you a bit of information, but then we'll flick over to Lorraine and she'll give us a bit of a test drive on cookie dough and what we're able to do through that. So anyone can download cookie dough for free for 30 days and take full advantage of the features that we do have on there, like the shopping lists, the meal planning, the 90,000 recipes and counting, and just being able to put your own recipes into the platform as well. When you first purchase your Thermomix, you get a free 3-month subscription as well. And the first time you turn it on, so you get 4 months for free. As consultants, we're really lucky and get to earn our subscription for free as well. And then it's an $89 per year annual subscription. So it's about the cost of a good cookbook per year to have full access to our amazing cookie dough features. So I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll check in with Toots first before we bring Lorraine on to see how she's gone. It is cheaper than Netflix. I love that. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look at that, Missy. I don't know that you could do that, chick. Like, I feel like you could probably polish that off yourself.
Remove the butterfly whisk and serve immediately.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, Lorraine, you should be able to share your screen, or try, and I'll make sure you can. And you can run us through cookie dough. Is it working? There we go. You got it?
Oh my gosh, sorry. Technology is not my friend. Oh, what am I doing? I want to go back to this. Okay. Alrighty, so hello everybody. My name is Lorraine, and I have been in I was a consultant this time last year, and yeah, I've decided that I was staying on, and now I'm a team leader as well. So I'm absolutely loving the business. I was actually only going to do my 60 days, earn my machine, and jump off, and I'm still here. Planning on staying. So when you get your cookie dough, you can change your name. So mine is obviously chef, because without my cookie dough, without my Thermomix, I was no cook at all. Now I'm a chef, all right. And so when you log into your cookie dough for the first time, you go in and change all your things. You can sort your preferences and everything in there. Oh, yeah, okay. And then you want to cook, so go for searching whatever you want. So I love this. It's not coming up. Whoops. There it is. Meatballs and the sticky plum sauce. So you click on search. You can literally type in anything on there. you can type in meatballs and it'll come up with lots of different meatball recipes. You can type in mince and it'll come up with loads of mince recipes. Whatever you've got in your fridge, freeze it, just type it in. And then what do I want to show you? So these three dots down the bottom here, I'm pointing to my screen like you can see me. You can either cook today, so that will go into your machine straight up. So you can cook it on that day. You can add to a collection. So if I were to add to collection, I've got loads of collections. So you can make your collections and look, you can create a new one as well.
What's a
And then you just
collection?
add it to your collections.
Is that like a recipe book or something? What would you say a collection is?
It is, yeah, it is your recipe books. Hold on. I will do this first. Go to add to collection, all right? Let's do that. And then I'll create a collection. So whatever you want in it. So as you just seen, I've got a whole heap of different ones. This one I'll put in as dinners. And then we go, that should be added. Am I right here?
Yep, that'll be in there now.
This is so different from being on the phone. I do everything on my phone, by the way. You can also add it to your week. So if you don't want to cook it tonight, but you want to cook it, say Saturday, you can chuck it into Saturday's list or a shopping list. So what's that? Okay. Now where am I going to go if I go out of that?
Where you want to
Alrighty.
go?
You know where I want to go. My recipes. It's right there.
You got this.
Like I said, it's so different from being on the phone. Sorry. Oh. Alrighty. So now I've got created recipes because I have created a couple of mine. And yeah, so dinners, nachos, I put in there today to practice. I've got, yeah, lots of different ones. So each cookbook, I guess you'd call it, has different things. Like I've got sweet sauces and spreads, health kick, so it's got all my healthy foods in it. Lunches, that was a great one. It's got lots of different ideas for the kids to take to school. And then if I go back to the meatballs, so say we're cooking that today, just click on that. Oops. I'm just trying to scroll down, sorry. Alrighty, so you see in here it's got the difficulty, which this one is easy. I'm good at easy. Preparation time, it will tell you how long each meal takes for prep, and then your total time is 1 hour and 25 on this one. Now, serving size, this one's got 4 portions, but if you don't need as much or if you need more, you just click on that, make it your own. Wow, that went slow. Okay, so up here you've got 3 serving size, 4, 5, or 6. So if you've got a big family, you chuck it on 6 and just click save. And then what it's done, it'll show me right. Let's change it to 6 portions, and it's changed all of your measurements to make up that large meal. Okay, so we're done. Alrighty, what else do I want to show you?
If you can go into my week and just show how the shopping list looks as well, that'd be great.
Go into my week. Sorry, my computer is going slow. Okay, so oh well, shows how healthy I am. Great. Okay, so I kind of did cook that tonight, all right? Where am I? Okay, so in here, so if you wanted to make beef stroganoff for another day, you will want to add it to your shopping list. My shopping list, hold on. My shopping list is full. I've emptied it, sorry. go add to shopping list, and instantly your ingredients have gone over there. You can show ingredients and there, and it's got everything you need. If you've got something like, well, water, you can check that and it will take it out of your shopping list. And yeah, so that's pretty much that part done. Also you can, oh, do I go into that
Yeah, so
tonight?
our feature on here is normally we sync up to Countdown or Woolworths New Zealand. There is a glitch at the moment that they are trying to fix, but one of the benefits of having Cookie Do is that you can order your ingredients from Woolworths when it works. Otherwise, if you click on by recipe, it will categorize it in the recipe function as well. So
Yes.
depending if you're wanting to walk around the supermarket on your phone, have it on the category aisle, and then walk around, you can do that. You could also send the list to whoever does the supermarket run and add additional items like cat food, dog food, toilet paper, nappies, whatever else you need in your life. So that's all on there. Awesome, Ren. That's all I need from you right now, Chick. I'm going to cross over to Anna.
Thank
We're going
you.
to see how this risotto's turned out.
Well, we are done. So I have put my risotto into my thermoserver, as I said I was going to do. It's a little bit liquid at the moment. The longer I let it sit, the better. I've added in some of that Parmesan cheese that we grated at the beginning. And it's just going to sit and it's going to thicken. And when I go to serve, I'll put a little bit of Parmesan. If we were all together, I'd serve that with the beetroot salad and the fresh bread. And then we'd have fruity dream for dessert. It would be a full-course meal all in one.
Amazing. And I saw you popped a little bit of water. Was it in your bowl earlier? Were you going to pop that on a pre-clean and show us quickly what that looks like as well?
I did. So all I have done is I put a litre of, halfway up the bowl is the 1 mark. I popped that with a teeny drizzle of dishwashing liquid. Because I'm lazy, I don't want to have to clean the bowl too much, and I'm busy, and normally I'd have kids running around. And I've gone on to pre-clean, and I've literally just going to do a quick clean, and she's going to clean herself.
I love
and then
that.
I'll rinse her out, and I'm done.
That's so good. And all the parts for your Thermomix, excluding the housing unit, can go in the dishwasher as well. So if you do have a dishwasher and don't want to do your dishes, pop it on a pre-clean while you're eating and then chuck it all in the dishwasher and you're good to go. Thank you so much. I'm going to jump over to Kim because I believe her buns are ready. And then I'll finish up the rest of the information I need to give you. So, Kimmy, I'll find your other screen 1 second. There we go. And you got a little helper now. Oh, you're on mute, hun. You're just on mute, sweet. Oh. Hey, Kim, can you hear us? All right, I'll translate and mute. I can't hear you. No. I don't think we're that good at charades. We're almost. Try now. No. That's all right. Well, if you can see on the screen, she's got her beautiful buns presented, and they look so good. Better than. Oh, there we go. Try now.
Can you hear me now?
Yay! Yep, we're back.
I touch something on the computer, so that's probably why you can't hear me. Anyway, I just put some seeds on top. Yeah, I don't. Oh, the recipe said, sorry, 50 or 60 grams, I think it said. But I actually did these like about 110 grams
Nice.
each.
So that'd be good for filled rolls or something for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. And probably so much cheaper to make them yourself than buying from the supermarket. And at least you know exactly what's in them as well, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Chicky. All right, now I'll get through the rest of my little spiel for you guys so you can stop being hungry on this Zoom and you can go about your days. But yeah, Ren did a great job at showing us about Cookie Do. So a reminder, if you're wanting to just go have a play with that, cookiedoo.com.au, you can register for free for 30 days and take full advantage of all those recipes, the shopping list features, and the meal planning ideas. When you first get your Thermomix and turn it on for the first time and log in, you'll get another bonus 3 months. And then, unless you want to come and earn it for free as a consultant, you'll pay $89 per year to have that subscription going. So you can use your machine without Cookie Doo, but I love all the bonus features, so that's why I continue to have it. So like tonight, we've jumped on a virtual cooking experience. The benefit of having an in-person one with a couple of friends is that you get to eat the food and not just stare at it on a screen. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, I really recommend reaching out to your consultant and booking in either your unboxing demo or your first demo that you want to have in person. You can have as many demos as possible. The benefits being you get to earn some of our beautiful host gifts. So some of them the girls have used tonight. And if you are having a demonstration, the way it works is if you've got someone purchasing from your demo within 2 weeks, you'll be eligible for a free host gift, and you can choose from any of these things on here. If that happens in October, Thermomix is also shouting yourself a extra Bluetooth sensor. So this is great for cooking your bread, your meats, baking, cakes, and all of that. So you can choose one of these, but you're also going to get a sensor as well, which is just incredible. Our beautiful glider boards that help protect your scales. Our Thermomix cutter, which I can show you a quick video as well. And our thermomats you've seen the girls use. Vacuum seal containers are great for keeping food fresher for longer. And also our Cookie Doo is a host reward too. So whatever you choose to get, it's up to you. You can have as many demonstrations and collect them all. So the reason you can't buy a Thermomix from Briscoe's or Harvey Norman is because we sell it with a customer journey experience, meaning we want you to get the most out of your investment. So when you decide the time is right for you to become a Thermomix owner, your consultant will be with you every step of the way. We'll come and unbox your machine, get your training wheels on, get you using your machine to the best of its capabilities. And we're just at the end of the phone, and we'll come around and give you additional support as you need. We also do cooking classes in and around the country, in person and in virtual space as well. The benefit of being in person, you get to go eat all the food. So have a look on our Thermomix website, which is thermomix.co.nz. We've got an events tab, and you can see all the next classes that are coming up in and around your area. There's some beautiful themed ones. There's coming into Christmas, we've got gift giving ones, saving time and saving money, basic cooking, all of that sort of stuff. So have a look what's happening in and around your area. Once you become a raving fan, we're going to try and recruit you as well, because you may as well get paid for talking about the machine. So if you've got a machine on your bench already, you've got a business ready to go. So all you need to join the team is your business kit, and that's half price at the moment too. So there's so many things to be part of in this business. So from everything you've seen tonight, I'd love to know what's appealed to you the most. Was it something that you never thought you'd be able to cook, like a risotto in under 20 minutes, or that amount of dishes, or you can see how you can save some time or some energy or cook healthier by having a machine on your bench? Or did you like the idea of having your little business on the side and becoming a consultant and potentially having a side hustle or a full-time career change? Whatever has appealed to you, I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat box as well. So we talked a bit earlier about the price of a machine being $2,699. Now there's loads of different ways to get one on your bench. For me and a couple of the other girls that are on tonight, we've gone down the earn route, which means you jump on as a consultant. We put you through all the training so you know how to use your machine inside and out. And then you have 60 days to try and sell 6 Thermomixes. Now what happens in that time? If you sell all your 6, you get your deposit back and your machine is free. If you've sold more than that, you'll just be earning commission, which is great. And if you sold 3, your machine will be half price. So if you want a bit more information, I really recommend reaching out to your consultant. We can get you on an information session so you can find out all the details and see when becoming a consultant might be right for you. We also offer payment plans through Zip Money, so that's 24 months interest free. We've also got Easy 3, so that's a payment on day 1, day 30 and day 60. Or we do Afterpay as well. So if there's one of those that works better for you. Otherwise, we've got one-off payments through bank transfer or credit card too. So whatever way you would like to go, we would love to be able to support you in that process. Whichever way, you also get our current gift with purchase. So that was the extra bowl and the $200 Woolworths gift card. So that is valid until the 4th of November. So anyone purchased before then or in that time will receive that offer, which is great. Whew. The last thing I'll quickly show you is our beautiful mix shop. And so this is our range of beautiful kitchenware. We also have our Ovana pizza ovens. Our Kobold range is on here as well. And it's where our consultants probably spend most of their commission back in because of the range of products. We do have a Mix Rewards program, which I really recommend you guys jump on. So this is our version of a loyalty reward system. So just for signing up, you get a $15 voucher to spend in the shop, and you can stack points as you're going on and accumulate vouchers. And if you want to put your birthday in there, they'll send you a voucher on your birthday as well. So a quick overview. So there's actually a membership competition going over at the moment where you can bid to win one of $40,000 worth of equipment, which is super cool. So you can see we've got our outdoor range of our pizza ovens, some beautiful products on here. Whatever you do, just pop your consultant's name down to make sure that you can get them to follow the tracking and dispatch information for you as well. Now, if you're wondering how a Thermomix is going to be able to save you money, we've got this beautiful savings calculator, which I'll copy and paste into the chat box as well. But you can go through and see just how much a Thermomix is able to save you by having it on your bench. So you can go through a monthly view and put in how much of these ingredients you are purchasing from the supermarket and see what your Thermomix will be able to save you instead of having to buy those things instead. Yeah, our business kit, this is everything that is included once you become a consultant. You'll need all of this to start your journey and doing your demos. So there's a carry bag, the thermo server that the girls have been using tonight, a flip chart, some beautiful bamboo bowls, the baking mat for your bread. We've got our consultant folders and a load of other goodies as well. So these are valued at over $400, but priced at just $75 at the moment so that you can get your business going ASAP. So if you're jumping on our Earn program and getting your business kit, you are saving so much money, which is so awesome. And we hope to be able to get your machine earned for free as well. So I'll stop sharing there. We're just seeing Kimmy enjoying her beautiful buns. Here we go. So I'm just going to pop that link now here in the chat. I'm more than happy to stay on and answer any questions if anyone wants to do that. But I'd love to know if there's any questions you have, please pop them through. Or if you don't have a consultant currently helping you, I'd love to be able to find one that's close to you to be able to match you up. But if your consultant is on here tonight, please reach out to them to book in a time for a follow-up, or your consultant can do that with you as well. But we've hoped you'd enjoyed tonight, and 4 beautiful recipes made, but there's an abundance of choice for you to also make with your Thermomix too. So you're free to go if you like, but I'd love you to stay on and ask questions if you do have them. But thank you so much to our presenters. You guys have all done a beautiful job tonight. Well done.